Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much joining today. We wanted to get the blessings of Radha Mata, Radha Shyam Sundar Krishna Balaram, Pal Gopal, Gonitai, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So we've been discussing about Srimati Radharani, and today we wanted to talk about one more pastime which takes place on a very regular basis in Vrindavan, in Govardhan actually. This is Sankari Kaur, where the gopis would come through this narrow gap here, and they would be having the butter and the milk and whatever else. And Krishna and his Gopa friends would tease them, would stop them, would ask them for tax. So all sorts of pastimes which would take place on a daily basis here. And this is a little write-up on this. Sankari Khor is a very narrow passageway at the junction of Brahma Hill and Vishnu Hill. So this is at Varsana. Radha and her friends once planned to take lots of foodstuffs for a yajna to meet Krishna, of course. Krishna and his cowherd boy dressed up as tax collectors and blocked the way of Radharani and her Sakhis with their sticks here, and asked for yogurt, butter, and ghee as tax for passing through Sankari Kaur. So this is a really nice painting, actually, which sums up. These are the transcendental tax collectors here, and the gopis having a good old fight about paying tax. Oh, and this is another picture. Krishna, you can see. I ain't going to let you go until you pay the tax. And there's Radharani saying, hey, who the heck are you to collect tax? And we can see here a bit of broken pots and things. So they've had a bit of a ding-dong. Following on from this, the gopis took revenge when the Sakhas were tied up, and then Radha reversed the roles. So this is interesting picture where one time Krishna would be harassing Radharani, but then the Sakhis would get their revenge and start harassing the Gopas and Krishna as well. Another pastime took place where a Brahmin asked Krishna for help to pay dowry for his daughter's wedding. Rupa and Raghunath Goswamis have written 2 books on these tax collection pastimes, Dan Kali. So this is really a very fascinating aspect of their Leela, this tax collection. It goes on every single day, and they forget that the previous day they had a similar discussion. But it's never the same as well. Oh yeah, and this is the swapping of, this is at Shishi Radha Dan Bihari. This is actually Radharani. This is Krishna. So they swap the roles. And there's a pastime behind that. Vilas means enjoying pastimes, and Grav means a private place. So Vilaskara is in Varsana. Once when Radharani, during her young age, was playing with her gopi friends, Krishna arrived there. He was so mesmerized by the beauty of Radharani that he continuously stared at her. On noticing Krishna staring at Radha, Radha warned him not to come closer to her. Suddenly then, a huge dust storm started blowing, which created the cloud of dust everywhere. Taking his advantage, Krishna came closer to Radharani and embraced her. The place where this pastime took place has been commemorated with a temple of Vilas Bihari. This is the temple of Vilas Bihari. So I think here there was a pastime where Madhu Mangal, the fat Brahmin friend of Krishna, had been caught, and the gopis were sort of teasing him and giving him a good hiding. I think that's the pastime that took place here. And then Krishna and his Gopa friends came and rescued him from the wrath of the gopis. Anyway, we wanted a few other things to discuss today.
Okay, so there's some more just random facts about Radharani. So Radha's favorite outfit is a Krishna blue sari, and the shawl or the chunni is also blue, and it's matched with the pink blouse that delights Sri Krishna. So her upper garment is usually red like a ruby, and it is the favorite of Lord Hari. And as I said, the lower garment is always blue, like a blue cloud, which is Krishna's color. Her favorite food is arbi. So the sabji of arbi is Radharani's favorite dish, and it's made up of arbi cooked in tangy tomato gravy, a wonderful flavor of freshly ground spices and masalas.
What's arbi?
It's a root vegetable.
It does, no? It does, like, yeah.
Not sure, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
like looks like it like a little turnip, but like a root. It's a root vegetable.
Vegetable, I know, yeah. I always cook it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good.
It's very nice.
Right.
I think it's similar to what Mataji is saying, arbi.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it can be cooked on, it can be eaten on an ekadashi as well.
correct. Yes.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah. And her favorite sweets are kalakand. It's made out of paneer and malpua. So she has many favorite pets. There's many cows. There's one called Sunanda. It makes nice sounds. One called Yamuna, it's black like the Yamuna River, and Bahula, also black. There's another calf called Tungi. There's a female monkey called Kakahati, and a deer called Rangini, and a chakori bird called Charu Chandrika, and a swan stays in Radhakund called Tundikeri, and a peahen called Tundika. She has two talking parrots, Sukshmadi and Subaha.
Hang on, that was just too fast.
And there are 7 meeting places where Radha and Krishna meet every day. They're like 7 moonbeam places. So usually when the moon is out. So one is, of course, Vrindavan on the bank of the Yamuna River under a huge desire tree. Another place is Yavat. This is where Radharani's in-laws places. So it's in the woods behind Radha's palace. Of course, Radhakund on the banks of Radharani's lake. Another place is on top of Govardhan Hill. Another one is near Barsana, near the palace of Radharani's parents. Nandgam, near the palace of Krishna's parents. And Sanket, it's in a grove which is halfway between Nandgam and Barsana. So these are the most famous places that Radha and Krishna meet every day. And there's 8 yog peeths of Radha and Krishna. So yog peeths is where basically the Ras Leela actually takes place. So this is from the Bhakti Ratnakar. And first is called Chandravali Durya Dharayan. And this is the place that has cast Chandravali far away. That's what it means.
So Chandravali is
not allowed there.
She's a rival
Yeah.
of Krishna, of Radharani. And her mood is Krishna, I am yours. Krishna, I am yours. Radharani's mood is a little different. Krishna, you're mine. That's quite a challenging, aggressive mood. I won't share you with anybody, you're mine. That's her mood, and Krishna loves that mood. Of course, we also understand that Chandravali is actually expansion of Radharani in a different form, like in a right wing form, as opposed to a left wing form. So it's not that they are truly rivals, because one comes from the other. But in order for them to have Leela and Krishna to relish Leela, they're rivals. And often when sometimes Krishna meets Chandravali, and at that time, if Radharani finds out, it's a whole lot of hoo-ha that takes place between Krishna and Radharani. And Krishna loves that pastime very much.
Another place is called Radha Sobhagya Mandiram, which is the temple of Radha's conjugal delight. Another place is called Sri Ratna Mandapam. Ratna is a jewel, so this is a pavilion of divine jewels. Another one is Shringar Mandapam. Shringar is again ornaments or adornments. So this is a place where there are intimate ornaments there. Another place is Sobhagya Mandapam. Sobhagya means auspicious. So again, it's where auspicious fortune takes place. Maha Madhurya Mandipam. Madhurya is sweetness. So again, the sweet leelas take place here. Samrajya Mandapam. Samrajya is sovereignty. So again, this is where Radharani's sovereignty happens really. This is where she is the queen of Vrindavan. And the last one is Surat Mandapam. This is the pavilion of intimate, amorous love. I'm not sure exactly where all these places are located. I'll have to find out more about them. So how do we please Radharani? So you can, this is especially on Radhashtami. So her favorite flowers is jasmine, actually. So you can offer her flowers, and if possible, offer her flowers like the lotus, rose, and jasmine. The reason is lotus is an all-time favorite of Lakshmi Devi and Radharani and Sita Devi. And the rose is considered a really auspicious flower. So she would be pleased with that. But Radharani's favorite flower is jasmine. So if she'd be really happy with you if you offer her jasmine, and you can light a diya in front of her. And it's also said that by pleasing Lord Nityananda, we can get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, Radharani is pleased, because Lord Chaitanya is a combination of Radha and Krishna. So that is another way to please Radharani. Okay, so color of Radharani's eyes. So generally people's eyes are not very large, but Radharani's eyes are very long and wide. And the corners of her eyes are tinged with the color of a pink lotus flower or pink rose. And her eyes are prominently blue, but other colors are mixed in with the blue, representing the 8 sakhis surrounding Krishna in the pupil. So basically her pupil is blue, with little tinged with some other colors just around the pupil. So that's why if you look at Radharani's eyes, especially Vrindavan, Radha Shyam Sundar, if you look at Radharani there, her eyes are actually blue. That's it.
So jasmine is, we always offer jasmine flowers, which is good to see. That's her favorite flower, light a diya in front of her. Interesting.
And what is her bodily fragrance? Her splendorous golden complexion steals the pride of a golden lotus flower, anointed with a tinge of red kumkum powder. So sweet fragrance mocks the fame of the aroma of a lotus flower sprinkled with saffron powder. So that is her fragrance, that of a lotus flower with sprinkled with saffron powder. And she is fully qualified to fulfill all the desires of the son of the king of the coward man, who is Sri Krishna.
This fragrance actually carries away the mind of Krishna. So when she passes by and he gets a whiff of it, suddenly he's out of sorts. He's no longer the supreme controller, but he's controlled.
How to make Radharani happy? So we can chant. This is especially on Radhashmi. Chant more rounds of the Mahamantra of that day, fast as per the rules, and chant Radharani's names from the Sri Radha Sahasranam, making garlands of tulsi and flowers for her and Lord Krishna, sing bhajans about her, like the Radha Kataksh Stotra, the Yugalastakam, and other Vaishnava songs. So this is how to, so it's basically just remembering Radharani on that day and chanting her names.
And normally we simply fast till noon, but actually for Radhasmi, I think the six Goswami, one of the six Goswamis prescribes a little bit more rigorous fasting procedure. So perhaps next year we'll look into that and try to follow that, because we want to try to really please Radharani. Please Radharani, then Krishna is automatically pleased, even if he doesn't necessarily want to be pleased with us. He's got no choice. If Radharani is pleased, then Krishna's got no choice. He's completely controlled by Radharani. So, and by Lord's mercy, we got Karuna, who sings this beautifully. The Krishna Kripa Katastaka, Shotra, and the Yugalas Astakam. So many other songs she sings. So we are very fortunate. We should try to understand that this fortune is very rare to attain. Somehow or other, we've fallen into this incredible fortune. So,
Okay, so who's Radharani's best friend? So Lalita Devi resides in Yavat, which is again the place where Radharani's in-laws places. And she's famous as Radharani's constant companion. She is the personification of Khandita Bhav and the leader of the Parma Prem Sakhis. Her kunj is the color of lightning, and it's the largest and is situated on the north side of Vrindavan. So Radharani's best friend is Lalita, not even Vishaka, because she lives in the same area as Radharani. And sometimes people ask, does Radharani wear a tilak? So in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, written by Srila Prabhupada, it says the mark of the tilak on her forehead is her fortune. So she does wear tilak, although it may not appear like the kind worn by Krishna's other devotees. This is because Srimati Radharani's complexion is like molten gold, Tapta Kanchan Gorangi. So Srimati Radharani wears a tilak, but it cannot be seen because her complexion is the same color as Chandan tilak. Thus the tilak remains hidden with her complexion. So basically, this is Srila Prabhupada is saying that she wears tilak because she considers that to be her fortune.
Cannot be seen because it's the same color.
Yeah. So we should also wear tilak in that same mood, that it is our fortune to add
Right,
tilak on
right.
our forehead
Right,
because it pleases Krishna.
right. Good point. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Any questions? Any comments?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
is there a place for Sankri Gori? Is it still there?
Yes.
Yes, it's still there.
Yes, I've been there many, many, many years ago, probably about 10 years ago. When devotee took me there. It's a little
Narrow.
tricky to get there.
Mm.
Yeah. Not very tricky. It's just a little tricky. But maybe next time we can.
Yeah, there's so many
go there.
places to see in Barsana actually.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anything else? I think we're coming close to the end, but we'll try to do one more on Radharani, maybe Radhakund or something like that.
Go Ravel.
And Ravel, yeah, maybe a couple we can do. So as we're trying to sort of have a little bit more understanding of this incredible personality who's actually impossible to understand. And then we'll try to have a little bit more understanding of the Astasakis and perhaps the Manjaris as well, just to give us an idea, a little idea of this incredible Hladini Shakti of Krishna. So, Srimati Radharani ki jai.